Hello Evil Dead fans, this is Rufus and I have a special video. This right here is the Ash vs. Evil Dead Necronomicon. This was made by Berardi and Eubank from CB Studios. And when I first saw this a couple of years ago, I went out of my mind. I said, this is fantastic. I want it. How do I get it? Where do I find it? Who made it? And it was like, okay. I finally found out who made it. And it was just fantastic. Now, when I first saw this on YouTube. My man Brett from Brett's Groovy Chainsaws had a video on this and showed how Al sent it to him and he did a flip through and everything like that. So he did most of the work for me. Al also did a video on the on this, and he also did a flip through and showed the cover, how it was made, what paints he used. It was fantastic. So I don't need to go over all of that with you. I'm gonna let you know my experience with it, especially this is the experience from someone who has wanted this for a long time. This actually drove me to find the Knights of Sumeria group that Al runs and, and join it. And the great thing about it is I joined it for one reason, because I wanted this book, and stayed for the community. Everyone there was fantastic. They, did everything they could to make me feel welcome. They liked the things that I contributed, and it really, after a while, I even forgot about the book, or I said, well, if I get it, I get it. If I don't, I don't. So, you know what? I got it. So after a couple of years, because these are very hard to make, I actually spoke to Al about his process, and these take a while to make. First off, you have to get the cover that was molded by Kurt from CB Studios. Then he has to ship them all the way from Australia, the land down under. Then Al has to get these, make sure they're plasti dipped, make sure he has the correct size books to put the cover over, has to paint them, has to weather the pages. This is very, very difficult work. So when he explained the process, I knew that I would have a long wait, but it was definitely worth it. When you get this book, you will see that it's worth it. It's fantastic, and you'll love it. I love this book. First off, number one, I love the amount of stitching. He got that correct. He got that from the auction photos, the correct number of stitches, which was fantastic. What I also love about these books, and Al noticed when I told him, I love the fact that there's no hard spine to it. It's rounded, it's a little fleshy, it's nice, just like the book from the show. The paint job Al made for me is close to the show's actual paint job, so I love that. The back of it, fantastic, has that demon ear, has the stitches. The stitches is fantastic. Now, you may think I have no life, and I don't. But I have watched Brett's video at least 75 times. I have watched Al's video at least 150 times. I have watched Paris' video at least 50 to 60 times. Just on this, and I have also watched Kurt's video, which he put out fairly recently, and You know what? If there was a aved necro stalker jail, I'd be in it right now. So I've looked at almost every little bit of this book. There are little secrets in this book that Al placed. I'm gonna show you one. I'm gonna tell you where one is, and you can try to find that one. So here's a little flip through. Now this is awesome. The weathering Al did was fantastic. It's just awesome. Fantastic. Look at this. I love the way that Al has weathered the pages so that it doesn't ruin the art, but it goes through the art. You can see that it goes through the art. It doesn't completely mess it up, but it shows you that this is an aged book, because the art wouldn't be pristine in a book this old and this aged, or have wrinkled, or has weathered pages. It wouldn't be. Now this is the first secret that I have noticed. Everyone might already know this, who knows, but it's never been said in any video, but I'm going to say it. I'm going to ruin it, Al. Don't be mad at me. I love the fact that this says aved, but at the end of it, it says made by Al Berardi. It's in this script that he made, so that's fantastic. I love it. Made by Al Berardi. I noticed that the very first video I saw when I saw Brett do a flip through. Fantastic. Look at these pages. I love the sheen on it. It's very shiny, which brings out the detail, especially when you shine a light on it. It's really fantastic. Look at this. Al made these pages based on the Ash vs. Evil Dead end credits. Fantastic. This page was made sort of as a tribute to the Army of Darkness page that was shown on screen. Al did his own take on it. It's one of my favorite pages in this book. This is awesome. Look at this. The artwork is fantastic. I didn't notice this in any of his earlier books, so obviously he found extra pages and was able to add them to later books. So when you do get an aved from Al, just know that you have all of the latest pages in them, even more than the initial run that he did a couple of years ago. So that's fantastic. Look at this. The weathering is awesome. You can feel it in the pages. I know Al did a lot of work sanding and weathering these and rounding off the pages. I mean, come on. You can't get any better than this. This is what Brett said, and he's absolutely right. I'm not going to do a full flip through because we never do a full flip through. We want people to see, to get this book in their hands and see that, see surprises, see what they didn't see before. Yeah. And of course, in other pages, you see the little aved script. There's the Hero of the Sky page, which I love. Aved again. Elegos. This is from Evil Dead 2013, the Necronomicon Naturo Limanto they had in that particular book. Al redid it and implemented it into this book, which I love. I love this picture, and look at the rips, the tears. It's just fantastic. And of course, I always love these montage photos. These are fantastic. And they feel really good. I can't stop touching this page. You know, I store this book in my in a box and in a shadow box, and I take it out maybe once a day. I mean, I don't want it to deteriorate, even though this is very good latex. But you know, even so, shut up. Okay. Even so, you don't want it to deteriorate. So here you go. And this is the Condor the Destroyer destroying the city page. Fantastic. Of course, as has been said before, there is the KOS seal right inside of the latex, which is fine. Now, this is one thing nobody has ever said in any videos, but I was watching one video and I did notice that I said, what is that? And I looked closely, I paused it. There, somewhere in the cover, I'm not telling you where, there is a little CB inscription in there for CB Studios, Kurt Eubank. So if you find it, 10 points for you. I found it, so it's 10 points for Gryffindor for me. And that is that. But a lot of people don't even know about this. So you have to look really closely because it's hard to find. Anyway, this is a fantastic book. I really appreciate you, Al, for making this available to the community and working hard for it, because this is a piece of art that really this is gonna stay with me for as long as I'm on this earth. Everyone who has one knows exactly how I feel. So when anyone waiting for it, believe me, it's worth the wait. I know it's been a long wait, but you know how Al is. He's like a dog with a bone. Once he grabs something, he's gonna get it done, and you can't fight it. You know, you can't tear it away from him. So you're gonna get your Necros. Everything's gonna be cool. And just when you see this one, just hit me up. Let me know that you like it. And I love this thing. This is just fantastic. Al, Kurt, you did a great job. This is better than any other Necro that I've seen. The closest one, cover-wise, that I have saw was I think it's Lab 51. I believe that's what it's called. And they did a good job, but it's a little too wide for me, and the amount of stitches, you know, I know that this one is based on the cover from the auction photos, so I think this is more accurate. And you know, Al just did a great job with this. I really appreciate it. So once again, this is the Ash vs. Evil Dead Necronomicon. Get it while you can. The ones who ordered it already and are on a waiting list, you guys are the lucky ones, because no one knows how long Al is going to do this. This is very hard work, and Al has other Necros that he has on the plate as well. So if you got it, you're lucky dogs, because I'm a lucky ass dog. Thank you, Al. Thank you, Brett, for putting me on this. Thank you, Kurt, for making this. Thank you, Knights of Sumeria, for accepting me into your group so I can drool over this. And, keep it going. All right. Take care, guys.